Welcome to Cord Cutting Today for November 30th, 2019. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now and give you my opinion on them. Now, this is my opinion. If you want to learn more about these stories, check out the show notes down below. There you find a link to each story I talk about so you can read about them for yourself and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. Now, if you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. We'll really appreciate it. It's a huge help to us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, and hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. Well, a lot's been happening this past week. With it being Saturday, we're going to look back at some of the biggest stories in the past week, answer your questions. So if you're new here, make sure to leave questions in the comments down below. I do answer some of them, but I often keep notes on a lot of them, and then on Saturday I go back and answer some of the most common questions too in this video. But first, one last Black Friday deal reminder. Don't forget, Hulu's Black Friday deal is still live. You can still get a year of Hulu for just $1.99 a month. That's a pretty good deal, $1.99 every month versus the typical $5.99 for the limited commercial plan. A lot of people ask, is this deal good, or is it able to be applied to like the Disney bundle? No, you cannot apply it towards the Disney bundle. You can either get the Disney bundle deal or you can get this on-demand deal there. Honestly, if you don't want ESPN Plus, it's probably better to get this deal and then Disney separate. It's a lot cheaper than the $12.99 ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu on-demand limited commercial deal. Also, there's no discounts on the commercial free or the live TV plan through a Black Friday sale. Of course, if you do bundle ESPN and Disney Plus with those plans, you do get $5.99 off every month. So it's a little bit of a discount there if you want to go that route. So I hope that answers your questions. A link in the show notes down below to the Hulu discount. It does help out Cord Cutters News if you subscribe through there. So check that out. All right, let's keep on going here. A lot to cover, starting off with Comcast has confirmed a December price hike. So this story we broke last week. Fox News and all kinds of other news organizations ran with it later. Thank you so much for all the credit to those organizations. But we broke this, and I want to answer a few questions about it. So the short end of here is broadcast TV fees are going from $10 to $14.95 a month. The base Corp TV plan for lower end packages are going up $5 a month, so basically like a $9 price hike there. There is a $1 a month price hike on the modem rental, so you now pay $14 a month if you're renting a modem. Cannot stress this enough. If you are renting a modem from Comcast, really consider to go out there, see if there's any Black Friday deals on a modem. Buy a modem. You can get a lot of modems for less than $168 a year, which is what they're currently charging you to rent a modem. And then there are some let's see here. Most internet plans are going up $3, so there is a little price hike there. If you are a internet and TV customer with Comcast, you're going to be paying almost $14 a month more starting on December 14th or 18th, excuse me, when these price hikes take effect. If you phase in across markets, that exact launch date could vary depending on where you live. But one more example, all the talk of, oh, well, cable or cord cutting costs are going up. Well, so are cable TV. Both Spectrum and Comcast had price hikes in the last couple months. Spectrum had theirs in October. Comcast is having theirs in December. So for all the talk about, might as well go back to cable because cord cutting costs more money now. The only way that works is if cable stops raising their price. And Spectrum has raised their price. When you look at the October timeframe, 12 months prior, they had done 3 now price hikes on just looking at the broadcast TV fee. So keep that in mind. The only way that cord cutting will cost more money in the future is if cable stops raising their price. And I don't foresee that happening. So leave me a comment. Let me know, how much money are you saving with cord cutting? What were you paying for cable and internet beforehand? Leave me a comment and let me know. All right, next story up. Major League Baseball is looking into ending in-market blackouts. So in-market blackouts are one of the most frustrating things in sports. For example, you can go to many different sports leagues like NBA, NHL, and Major League Baseball and pay to watch sports from out of market. So if I live in Michigan, I can watch Dallas teams, but I can't watch my own teams without a cable subscription or a live TV streaming service. Now the MLB owners have voted to buy or take back the rights for in-market streaming. Now, this doesn't mean that will necessarily mean they're free or that they'll be included in Major League Baseball's MLB.TV service, which is their out-of-market service. This will most likely be an additional cost. Could even be sold through a third party like YouTube or Amazon. They've talked about interest in these kind of things in the past. But for now, it looks like if you live in market and you don't want to pay for a Sling TV, Hulu, or AT&T TV Now, for example, you may have an option to pay directly to Major League Baseball. Now, we know they looked into this. They tried to do this at the beginning of the 2019 season. For whatever reason, they weren't able to get that done. But now they voted at the end of the 2019 season to make that happen. And the question is, now what? Now that they voted to take back those rights, what will this service look like? Will it even launch before the 2020 season? What will it cost? What will the limitations be on it? We just don't know. I wish I did. I saw a lot of questions like, hey, what will this cost me? How do I get it? Just because they voted to take back the rights and they're planning to do it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to happen tomorrow morning. A lot has to go into this to make it a reality. But the good news is, yes, in-market blackouts are probably on their way out, but it's probably going to take a long, slow process to make that a reality. So let me know, what would you pay for in-market streaming of sports for Major League Baseball, NHL, NBA, or NFL? I'd love to hear from you. All right, and what may be this isn't a surprise at all, AT&T TV Now has lost 37% of its customer base in just 12 months. Kind of shocking that in 1 year, they lost over 1,145,000 subscribers for AT&T service. A lot of people would say, oh, AT&T must be desperate. I don't think AT&T cares. I think this was part of a plan. AT&T has said it before. We want to focus on the highly profitable customer ranks. AT&T TV Now, formerly DirecTV Now, was focused on the customers looking for a very small budget service. I would argue it lost its way a little bit as they tried to add more and more channels to appease everybody. I think they would have been much more successful to say, hey, here's the kind of audience we're going to go for. We're going to keep the price here and just target those instead of saying, hey, let's throw in that network and that network and that network in an effort to please everybody. Now AT&T said, you know what, that budget TV service, forget it. We're going to go for full-blown high-end customers, and that's where AT&T TV, different service. It's basically cable but streamed online without some of the device rentals. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. Let me know, were you one of the people to cancel DirecTV, now called AT&T DirecTV now called AT&T TV Now in the last year? Leave me a comment. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Do you live in a market with LowCast? You may want to check to see if you have new locals. LowCast has been slowly adding additional locals, and this week they added some more in Chicago. Now, LowCast is a free over-the-air streaming service. Yes, they will pester you for a donation. I understand that. But you can, if you just keep going back in, watch it for free. They put an antenna up in the market and stream the locals. They've always put up there the big four like ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. Now they're adding a lot of the sub-channels, the PBS Kids, the MeTVs, that kind of stuff to their lineup. Not in all areas. They've added Washington, D.C., New York. I think Denver added some. And now Chicago. So if you have LowCast you haven't used in a while, you may want to check it because I bet there's a lot of new locals there. So link in the show notes down below. If you are a LowCast user and you have noticed new locals added, leave me a comment. Let me know what was added and in what market. I'd love to hear from you. All right, last story up of the day. Hulu is now reportedly the fastest growing live TV streaming service. And I have a question for everybody here. We kind of talked about this earlier in the week, and there was a great debate about why. Why is Hulu growing so fast? I argue a couple of the big selling points there is if you're a Hulu on demand customer, and there's 29 million or so of them now, according to Disney, that, hey, I can go in there and add the live TV, and it includes it. So it's like a $5.99 discount. I've often argued that Hulu should market it instead of being $50 or $44.99, soon to be $54.99, that they should market it as a add-on. So they could have marketed it for a while for like $39 something, for example. And with this new price tag, they can still market it like a $40 some add-on. And that does make it look cheaper than some of the competitors, because you're like, hey, if you're already paying the $5.99, you can just like add this additional live TV element there. But I think Hulu's big selling point is the on-demand. The ability to take all the on-demand customers and move them over to live TV has been very effective for Hulu. I also think that they've done a pretty good job marketing it. Though not great, I think they could do better in that. But I'd love to know what you think. Why is Hulu now the largest live TV streaming service and the fastest growing, with over 400,000 new subscribers in about 3 months? So leave me a comment. Let me know. I'll love to hear what you think on it. Now, I do understand there are some limitations on Hulu's live TV service. There's some popular channels are missing, no NFL network. But again, it goes back to the AT&T thing. At some point, you have to just kind of say, these are going to be our core target. We can't pile everything on there, because if you put everything in, the price is going to go up. The more channels you have, the more money you have to pay channel owners, the higher you have to charge for the service. So keep that in mind. Well, that's it for this week. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you all survived Black Friday. I hope you were all safe out there. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you got any good Black Friday deals. I'd love to hear from you. I did pick up a pair of new earbuds. I saw on a sale. I've been kind of eyeing for a while. They were in my cart. Got that nice Amazon email like, hey, those new earbuds you've been thinking about are on sale. So I got those. Amazon, you got me. But that's about it. That's the only Black Friday purchase I made this year. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you got, what you were thinking about, and did you stock up in Christmas presents? Some crazy good deals. There are still some out there right now. Of course, the Hulu deal. Some like the Roku Ultra and the Fire TVs are on Amazon, but they're back ordered. You can still get the Black Friday pricing, but you're going to have to wait sometimes a couple weeks right now to get your device. Still not a bad deal. I kind of thought about it, and I should have done it. I thought I wish I had gone and picked up some cheap like $19 Fire TV sticks. I may still do that, or Roku for $29.99 if I can find any of the stick pluses at that price, and give them away as some Christmas presents. I may still do that. We'll have to see. But I hope everybody has a fantastic, fantastic day. I will see you back here on Monday. That'll be my last video from this location, because I'll have to pre-record that one. But then next week, I'm back in the office all week. I'll see you there. Take care, everybody. Be safe. Stay out of trouble. And we'll hopefully be here on Monday to help you save some money and break free from the high cost of cable TV. Take care, everybody.